And while you're flipping there, just going to tell you a little bit about what I get to do on Mondays sometimes. I get to go out to Binghamton. How many of y'all know where that area is?
Amen.
Okay. I get the opportunity to go out there. There's Pastor Sean Abram at Binghamton Community Church. Okay. Sean's a great guy. I love getting to go out there with him. And usually, whether we're stopping people on the street or going to different neighborhoods or apartment complexes or whatever, just spreading the gospel, and sometimes do follow-up and help with discipleship and that kind of stuff, and starting home Bible studies. But anyway, as I'm out there and we're sharing the gospel, there's an answer that I hear over and over again, and really I hear it everywhere, but because that's where I'm at a lot, that's what comes to mind. But when we're sharing the gospel and we ask people, well, where do you think you're going to go when you leave this planet? When your life ends, what do you think happens to you? And most people will say, well, I think I'm going to go to heaven. And I'm like, well, that's good. I don't know anybody that wants to go the other way. So I think we can all agree that that's all where we want to go. But then when I have a follow-up question, it gets a little trickier. I say, all right, well, that's good that we want to go to heaven, but what makes you think, why do you believe that you're going to go to heaven? How do you think that you'll get there? And usually the answer that I get is because I'm a good person. I try to be honest. I try to help people out. I try to be a good neighbor and all that kind of stuff. And really their answers are really that they're good people, that they're trying to do the right thing, and that that's what they're basing on how they're getting into heaven. So we're going to examine tonight what God said through Paul in Philippians 3 and see what Paul had to say about that. Starting off in 3:1, Paul says, "Finally, my brethren, rejoice in the Lord. To write the same things again is no trouble to me, and it is a safeguard for you." And I love what Ricky said earlier, that he has joy regardless of his